Alright people, it's Spratt here, and today I've got a L11, I think it's 50-11 Dropzone gameplay, and obviously it's going to relate to the title. In this gameplay, or this commentary, I just want to talk about why Dropzone is so much fun compared to other game types on Modern Warfare 3, and why it really shouldn't get any hate, and I don't see why it should. Yeah, so I want to start off with why it's so much fun. Because when they took it off, I was quite annoyed. But I thought, you know what, don't worry about it, you know, you can still like get clips in other game types. But on this game, I really find it easier to get clips if you're having more fun. And I don't on other CODs, it wasn't really a problem. I don't know why, but if I wasn't having fun, I could still get stuff. Whereas this game, when I'm having fun, I really do play well, and that's what I didn't like about other game types, Domination, things like that, where it's constantly just, you know, you cap A, and then you cap B, and then they've got C, then they cap A, and then you cap C, and then, oh, it's just, it's horrible. And it's just all you're doing is running around the map trying to cap flags, especially when you play by yourself. And as you know, I don't really like playing with a team just because of how it all works. With a team, a lot of the time you're just getting each other's kills, and it's really not organised or anything unless you do it properly, but that's just boring. So I usually just play one or two people. And with Domination, it's really hard to actually play by yourself and get clips. And you know, I don't know why I put myself through it, because it is kind of annoying, especially when you come across teams that either sit in a corner. I never come across normal teams. I always seem to get teams that just sit in corners and don't cap anything, or just dive on anything they see and just don't care about kills. So obviously there's players that want to play the objectives and players that don't. I obviously do, but it's really hard, especially when you're doing it by yourself, because a lot of your team just do nothing. So with Dropzone, what it is you can just do anything you like. You can just be a solo player in this game type, and it's really easy to win a game because all you have to do is like cover off like the area, and even if you've got a bad team, they're probably going to be diving on the drop zone, so it just leaves you the time and just space really just to cover that drop zone, and that's where you're going to get your clips. Or you can clear off the drop zone, that's how you're going to get your clips. That's really entertaining to me. You know, it's constant action. They don't spawn that far away from you, so you're always running around killing people, so you're always in a similar area. There's always a lot of action going on. Whereas other game types, you know, it could be a while before you actually see someone on the map. You know, regular 6v6, you know, Domination or Kill Confirmed or Team Deathmatch, things like that. It does take a while to actually see someone if the spawns are all, you know, quite far away. So, you know, this is what I love about this game type. It's all, you know, fast paced, things like that. I also want to talk about why it shouldn't get hate, because a lot of the time people say it's easier and things like that, and you know, it's easy in a sense because they're all grouped together, but isn't that the part of the fun, that you've got to clear out a big group of people? You know, if they're all laid down picking up care packages, then obviously it doesn't look that good in a montage. You know, it doesn't look exciting, if you know what I mean. But if you're just quick scoping or drag scoping or whatever, just normally and running around killing people like that, then I don't see why you should get hate. And the only hate is just like when you're clearing them off care packages. Like if you're getting headshots or something, they're all just laid down. That's just as bad as Barrett spawn trapping or something like that. You know, laid down hard aiming. So people who complain about Dropzone are usually Domination spawn trap players, so they have no reason to hate. And to be honest, like, I don't understand why you'd hate on something when, you know, it's easy to just hate on what you do. I know that really doesn't make much sense, but you know, I think a combination of the game types makes a montage good. Now I've finished Prestige 9. I'm almost done Prestige 10 now. I might actually be done by the time this commentary goes up. But what I'm going to do now is I've got quite a few shots that I want to hit, quite a few clips that I've thought of. I've not really seen anyone do yet. So I've got quite a big list, so it's going to take me quite a while to get these kind of unique stuff. But I need to play a variety of game types for that, because as you see my multi-sniper feed, it's really hard to do that if you don't have quick draw. So with Overkill, obviously you want to get a specialist perk in like Domination or something, and then get your quick draw on your first, 2 kills. After your 2 kills you get quick draw. So, I'm going to have to mix it up, and I don't mind that. It's just when Dropzone went, I just really had no fun with the game. I went onto Black Ops for a night, and I was having more fun on that. Because, well, I do enjoy that game a lot more when you can get in lobbies, because it's really bad for getting in lobbies on that game. But, it's just, I don't know really. It just makes the game a lot more fun, and as soon as they announced that they took it off, I knew that I just wouldn't enjoy this game anymore. And you might just say, oh, I'm obsessed with the game type, but it is really fun, and people can't deny that. People who hate on it for clips, you can't deny that the game type is actually fun to play and not just get clips. So if I just wanted to play the game, I'd have more fun on this, you know what I mean? So yeah, I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you here, and how the game type is just so much fun because of this constant action. That's if you like that kind of playing style. I know I do. I like to, keep killing people constantly, or keep near enemies constantly, rather than running across the map, dying, spawning across the map, and then running again. It's just like it's too slow. It's not fast paced enough, and I just really don't like that. A few things, I guess I've run out of, well, I've finished that topic off. Few things you might want to know. Prestige 10, although I've just mentioned it, is probably going to be out in a while again. Same problem as last time. It's going to be finished soon, but there's a lot of uploads on phase scheduled, so it's going to be a week plus, or maybe 10 days, something like that. So stay tuned for that though. In the meantime, I will be recording for a huge montage. I'm not sure if I'm going to finalize the name yet, but if I can get someone to edit the trailer, that'd be awesome. I've asked a guy or two, and they are busy, but it's gonna be, how long is it gonna be? I was talking on Twitter, and I think the montage is gonna be about 6 minutes. I think that's a good time limit for a montage, and it's gonna be quite good. I'm gonna mix it up. I don't want just sniper feeds. I'm gonna mix it up with a few red guns, try and get some shotguns ranked up. So it's going to be good, so hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, question and answer video. I'm going to be doing a fortnightly question and answer video. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I will be telling you when to ask your questions. If you don't have Twitter or Facebook or anything like that, just put your questions in the comments below and maybe I'll use them. Thanks for watching. Bye.